the latest with Hurricane Melissa. You're looking at Roxanne Hutchinson. She is a surveillance operator for the Ministry of National Security. And Roxanne, I understand you have just lost power. You are in Black River, Jamaica. I want you to update us on how you're holding up and what your biggest concern is right now for the nation.
So it's a little bit scary here in Black River. We lost power from 5 a.m. this morning local time. It's been raining non-stop all night. It hasn't picked up wind speed just yet, but it's extremely dark and it's extremely cloudy and very scary outside.
What are you concerned about most as this storm moves in? It's making landfall as a Category 5. I know from my experience that can obliterate structures made of concrete. So what are you most worried about?
What I'm most concerned about right now in the Black River space really is the flooding, because we're along the shoreline, and as a lot of these areas in the Black River space has already started flooding. So a lot of persons here, we do have more on a concrete structure side. There's not much in my community, there's not much zinc roofs, but hearing that it can remove even the concrete structure, it's very nerve-wracking. But the flooding is our most concerns right now.
Yeah, this storm is moving at only a few miles per hour. It will dump multiple feet of rain in the next day. So what is the strategy come sunrise? Are there protocols in place to help people on the island? Because, of course, with the electricity out, communication will also be tough.
Well, we have the fire department along with the police force. They're out there doing their best to kind of get persons in. We have storm shelters available. So we're kind of just convincing persons, because some of these persons, they don't want to leave home. So we're just kind of getting persons to get into these storm shelters. We have many organizations out there working alongside with the police force. We have the fire department and the JDF.
Roxanne, we so appreciate you connecting with us at such a frightening time. We wish you and all the people of Jamaica the best. And please stay safe and keep an open line of communication with us so we can be updated on how you're doing. Roxanne, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And of course, let's take a live look right now at Jamaica. Winds are growing ahead of Melissa's landfall. Most people there, they have taken shelter, obviously, to wait out the storm. But Christopher Boxe, he's a managing partner at Chilitos Jamexican Food. He joins us live right now from Kingston, Jamaica. Christopher, thank you so much for your time. First off, I want to make sure you're staying safe out there, and we do appreciate you making the time for us in the middle of all of what is happening right now in Jamaica. What can you tell us about your experience with the storm so far, including preparations?
Yeah, I mean, well, thanks for your coverage. I'd say that, like every other Jamaican business owner, communities, like hurricane preparedness is a part of our culture. It's something that we've, it's been ingrained in us. But this storm has felt different, not just in terms of its slow movement, but it's intensified so rapidly. It feels really unprecedented. But I'd say we are prepared as best as we can.
And Christopher, as you were talking to me, I'm looking behind you there. I can see there's a window, and it almost seems like the wind is blowing. What are you hearing and what are you feeling out there?
Yeah, sorry, can you repeat the question? I'm on data right now, not Wi-Fi, unfortunately.
Oh, no worries at all. There's no need to apologize. I was just saying that I can see there's a window behind you, and it almost looks like the wind is blowing. So what are you hearing and feeling at the moment?
Right. So where I am, I'm in Kingston, and there's a lot of wind. Yeah, I would liken the level of wind right now to some of the most intense periods of Hurricane Beryl last year. Not a lot of rain at the moment, but Kingston is much more east. And as you know, the storm is going to make landfall in the west. So right now there's a couple fallen trees, small ones, and the wind is howling, but not as loud as I expected to get later.
And I also want to talk about your business. I mean, people are obviously, they're staying hunkered down, trying to protect their homes, but you don't just have to worry about your home, you also have to worry about your business. What is that like, and what did you do to prepare?
The preparations? Yeah, sorry, chipped out if you can hear me. But as I said, like it's almost cultural hurricane preparedness in Jamaica. we're all concerned. We're concerned for our lives. We're concerned for our livelihoods. We've prepared our business as best as we can. We've tried to secure the high risk infrastructure. More importantly, we've given our team a few days. We've closed the restaurant for now at least 2-3 days so that everyone has the chance to go and secure their homes themselves. Yeah. And really, it's just right now, it's just a waiting game. We're prepared as best as we can be.
And Christopher, we've been hearing from some officials out there in Jamaica that people are not even going to the shelters that the officials have made ready for them. Instead, they're choosing to stay home and hunker down in their homes. Can you tell us about what you've seen out there from your neighbors, maybe people you know, family members? Why are people choosing to stay home?
I would say that I've seen a lot of preparedness happening, especially on the part of the government. But also, Jamaica's always been, we have a strong community culture where we help each other out. And I think that's been on full display. I think everyone has a sense of anxiety around the storm, but a part of the ethos of Jamaicans and Jamaica as a country is that we're very resilient. And yeah, we're a small island nation, but it's a big part of our culture to help each other out and to be resilient and to bounce back. So I've seen that on display, not just with the approach of the government, but also the approach of neighbors, neighborhoods, businesses, and everyone's really trying their best to be as prepared as possible.
Yeah. And Christopher, one more question before I let you go. I just want to talk about what you're hoping for right now. I mean, I stand here. I'm obviously in an area that's not close to the storm, but you are. What are you hoping for? It's going to pass pretty soon. What are your hopes?
What are my hopes? Honestly, I hope that it does still miss us. I mean, I know that's a long shot at this point. I hope the damage is minimal. I hope the loss of life is none. I think we've already lost some lives. But I hope that in our recovery period afterwards, because it's a passage of the storm, but then it's a recovery period afterwards. And I hope that is as quick and as smooth as possible. As I said, it's not something we're not used to, but this one does feel particularly challenging. Yeah. I hope that we're able to open back our restaurant and serve our community again. Right now, we're in the process of building a new restaurant, Chilitos Jamexican, and I hope that we're able to get that open so that we can continue to serve our community.
Yeah, and I honor those hopes for you, Christopher Boxe. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your time, and again, please stay safe out there.
Okay, thanks so much. Thanks for
you. Thank you.
I do want to go right now to Bridgette and Wayne Todd. They are two Americans who are in Negril, Jamaica right now at their hotel. Thank you guys for being here. We know you're from North Carolina. You were married last October. You took this as your honeymoon and your first anniversary celebration. So first off, congratulations. Second off, are you guys safe? What is it like where you are?
So we are staying specifically in the Sandals Negril location. We are kind of bunkered down in our resort room. We've got mattresses and furniture against the balcony window and the doors there. We've already prepared to, have a pallet spot in the bathroom in case we have to lock ourselves in there if the window and glass gets broken. Right now, I think we're getting the start of the worst part of the hurricane. We can definitely hear a lot of wind outside, lots of slamming of unsecured doors. We've been taking little peeks outside the window, and there's just debris everywhere.
And you guys are from North Carolina. Have you ever experienced anything like this? How did you know what to do, like with the mattresses and then in the bathroom?
We do get hurricanes in North Carolina. They just had one hit last year in the western part of North Carolina that did a lot of damage. The part of North Carolina we live in is about 4 hours from that location. We did get some of the outskirts of it, but I don't think we've ever experienced anything as bad as western North Carolina did, or even, of course, as we're getting ready to experience now. We both have, emergency training that will prepare us to do the things that we've already done and take action as needed.
Do you think that emergency training helps you in situations like this? I mean, you both seem really calm. I'm sure that there's some fear and anxiety about what is to come, or maybe you've already expressed that fear to one another. But do you think that training, what's going through your mind right now to try to maintain that calm?
So the good thing with our pass is we work in high risk and high danger situations all the time. So we understand that you can only prepare as much as you can until the event happens and try to stay calm during the crisis. We're doing our best to keep each other calm, give reassurance to each other, and wait out the storm and just see what kind of damage comes afterwards.
I mean, I see a light on. You guys still have power?
Yes.
We do. The resort here has been very well. They've got backup generators. We've had a few sessions of lights flickering on and off, about 30 minutes at a time, but they have done very well at how they prepared for all of this and kept all the guests here secured and taken care of.
You tried to get out of town. What happened?
So our initial departure date was this upcoming Wednesday, the 29th. Once we heard that the storm turned from tropical storm to hurricane, we had discussions and we just decided, hey, let's go ahead and try to get out of here. We did have a flight booked for Sunday, the 26th. And then the airport, the Montego Bay Airport, decided that they were going to close at noon, therefore it canceled our flight. And we spent hours trying to contact any airline that was coming in to see if they had room for us to get on any of the flights. We were willing to pay whatever amount to get out of here.
And so you're hunkered down, you're making the most of what you can. You said that the resort has been really great in helping you guys. I mean, what preparations have they made for you, if any, other than the generators?
So their starting preparations was trying to get as many people out as possible, encouraging them to get flights back home. After that, they started downsizing the staff here to still meet the requirements of what guests were still here, but that way the other employees could get back home to their families. They've made sure to give us plenty of rations. We get plenty of water and food in our rooms. They've been bringing us meals the last couple hours up to this morning until it got too dangerous for them to step out and come to us, and just gave us as much information as they get coming in to try to keep us informed with what's going on.
Is it possible, I know that you said that you had mattresses and stuff against your balcony and a bathroom situation. Are you guys mobile? Are you in a position where you can show us either of those setups?
We could take your phone with us. Yeah.
Okay, will you show us?
Yes, absolutely. So this is going to be our bathroom situation. We already have like one of the cushions on the ground, just for a little more support, some blankets, some pillows. We also already have our bathtub filled up with water just in case water here becomes contaminated. And then this is like our mattress furniture situation. They did put tape over the windows, so if any of the glass breaks, hopefully it doesn't shatter too bad. But we wanted to make sure that we were secure enough to have all this furniture in place so that nothing would come flying at us from inside.
Can you give us a peek outside the window? You said every now and then you've been peeking. Is it safe to do so?
Yes, I've been kind of standing on top of the furniture and peeking up here above. Let me see if I can get
Only
this for
if
you
it's safe,
guys.
Bridget.
This is kind of what we're looking at right now.
Wow. Yeah, you can see the wind whipping those trees. I have Scott Padgett here with me. He's our meteorologist, Bridget. Scott, can you kind of explain, because I'm just a layman, can you explain what you're seeing as a professional?
Yeah, definitely seeing those strong winds. I do want to point out that now that it's made landfall, the winds sustained have come down to 165 miles per hour, but you're still seeing this, and this is still away from that center of circulation. So you see those winds that are whipping, and then right there you see some of the stronger wind gusts that come through. So you have those sustained winds or those winds. Bridget, we appreciate you being able to show this. And also the storm surge coming up. So we appreciate you being a trooper there for us. But that's exactly what we're seeing, those strong, damaging winds.
Okay, so Bridget and Wayne, thank you. So I want to ask you guys one more question. So Bridget, if you want, you can climb down. I just want to make sure that you guys are safe. Thank you for doing that and helping us get a good idea. I'm not trying to make light of your situation, but given that you're in such a unique circumstance, do you think that something like this where you guys are leaning on each other is making you stronger?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're a great support system. We know a lot about emergency situations. I think that makes us stronger together. This is definitely not the way we anticipated spending our anniversary, but we are just, thankful we do have each other. We're thankful for the staff here and all they've done to keep us updated, prepare us the best that they can. And we're, just asking people to not only pray for us, Americans that are stranded here, but the entire country and its people of Jamaica. I know that some people aren't as fortunate to be in more secure structural situations, or even to places of higher ground that would be safer. So we're really thinking about them during this time.
Well said. And you guys are able to communicate with your families and let them know you're safe?
Yes, we've been able to keep in contact as long as we have the Wi-Fi working here. And
everybody's worried about you?
Everybody is worried. The amount of support that we've gotten has been very overwhelming. We're very thankful for everybody and their kind words and their love.
All right. Well, Bridgette and Wayne Todd, I hope to be able to continue checking in on you throughout the afternoon as long as you guys still have service and you're safe and in a great spot. So if you're willing, we'd love to talk to you again. Thank you both so much and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to bring in Aretha Taylor. She was a part-time Jamaica resident and is riding the storm out in an Airbnb in Ocho Rios. Ms. Taylor, thank you for joining us. Give us a sense of what things are looking like where you are at this hour.
A lot of winds, heavy, heavy winds, not too much rain, but the winds are coming in. It's picking up now.
And you are there as a part-time resident of the island. Why not try to leave before the storm?
Leave and go where? No, and most of us can't. We're not able to. You know what I mean? So where I am currently, it's pretty safe. I'm uphill, and we have a generator. We have security 24/7 because I live at a Airbnb resort, so it's pretty safe where I am. And you do have local people who are checking in to the resort for safe haven because there are a lot of people in the area who have already lost power and water, and their homes cannot sustain this wind, so they checked in here.
What has been the sort of the sense of preparation from local authorities? What were they telling people like you to do or not do in anticipation of the storm?
Well,
and are they still able to communicate?
Well, for right now, the Wi-Fi is down in the area, so that's hard for communication. And as far as preparation, there are a lot of the schools, high schools and middle schools, that they've turned into shelters. And they're also busing people into these shelters. I know people who are staying at the Moon Palace, that's just down the road from me, who are stuck. And so they've turned the ballrooms into shelters for them.
So it sounds like there's been a real good organized effort to use public spaces to whatever extent possible to shelter people. That's great. I mean, what, in the coming hours and days, what would be your top concerns when it comes to the safety of those in your community?
Flooding, because we get flooding very easily, and water for me would not be an issue because we don't run off of the same water that the rest of the country runs off of. It's more of a stream water that we have access to, but I have families and friends who water supply and flooding. That's my main concern for them. Not even so much for myself, but for them.
Well, Aretha Taylor, we appreciate you taking a few moments to give us some real good on-the-ground perspective of what's happening there. Best of luck to you. Hopefully we can check in with you in the coming hours or tomorrow to get a sense of progress and how it went.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you. Stay safe, and we'll be in touch.
Thanks.